So in this video, I'm going to quickly go over my loot tab from Cerberus, which is 809 kills. After that, I'm going to go ahead and simulate the amount of kills that you would get from 200 mil Slayer, the loot tab that you would get from that many kills. I'm going to go ahead and simulate that in a program that I have. So let's jump into the video. The first part will be my 809 kill loot tab. Just have a quick little video here. I recently got my Cerberus pet, so this video should be out after my progress video where it shows this, so it shouldn't be a spoiler, but 809 kills. So there is the first inventory, 22.3 mil. This is inventory number 2, so 4.9 mil. So with those two tabs combined together, it's about 33.6k GP per kill in loot, but I didn't track this perfectly, but I'm pretty sure I used about 13k in supplies per kill, which means it's about 20k profit per kill. And of course I did get pretty unlucky. I did not get any primordials. My primordial luck has always been horrible at Cerberus. In my 3.6 or 3.7k kills, whatever I have, I've gotten, I think, like 3 or 4 primordials in that time. My first one I did not get until close to 2k KC. It was from like 2k to 2.5k I got 3 or 4, so really lucky at that point. And then since that point, since like 2.5k, I haven't gotten any more again. So this tab, pretty unlucky with the primordials. I did get 5 crystals in total, 1 Pegasian, 1 smoldering, and 3 eternal. So unlucky overall with crystals in general. It's 1 and 128 for a crystal. So I probably should have had 6 or 7, 6 point something I think, but not too far off on that. But yeah, that is the drop tab from 809 kills. So this simulation I'm going to do, this drop tab simulation, is based on the drop rates we've been given for the rares. So for primordial, eternal, all that stuff, I'm going to plug in the drop rates for those. And then everything else, the common drops, we haven't been given those drops. So those are based on my 809 kills. I have them all tracked and stuff. So 809 kills isn't a huge sample, so this may be off a tiny bit, but should be pretty accurate. So let's go ahead and see what the loot tab would look like. Oh, by the way, I actually had 19 lava battle staffs, but in that price check I only had 8, so I'm missing 11, which is basically like 100k, but I rounded it up on both tabs, so really it would have came out to the same thing, because then it would have been slightly over and I would have rounded down. So really in the end it would have been the same thing. 100k is just too small to really make a difference. So what I'm going to be using to know how many Cerberus you would kill in 200 mil Slayer is a spreadsheet from one of the top efficient players of the game, top XP players of the game. Really good skiller. He has this super awesome spreadsheet that has tons of information on Slayer. So, and this is based on one of the most efficient ways to max. I think it's one of the most efficient ways you can get your money, assuming that you're not using alts, and that is doing Cerberus for your money as you're doing 200 mil Slayer. So that is what I'm assuming that this imaginary player we're talking about is going to be doing. He's going to be doing 200 mil Slayer, and he's going to be doing Cerberus tasks for his money. So according to this spreadsheet, you should be doing about 750 Hellhound tasks by the time you hit 200 mil Slayer, and you should have killed about 164,000 Cerberus in that time. So we're going to go ahead and do a simulation of 164,000 Cerberus kills. And so the simulation doesn't just take the drop rate and then divide the kills to get the how many you would get. This is making a table and randomly picking something off that table. So it's basically the same thing as what happens when you kill a monster, kill a boss. So if I kill 10,000 of something and the drop rate is 1 in 1,000, that would be, I should get 10. Doing it this way though, I could get 14, I could get 18, I could get 5. It is using a random table, but it should end up being about 10 if I did 10,000. So this does have luck in it, so this is exactly like if a player was actually doing it. It could get lucky, it could get unlucky. This is the same thing as a player doing 164,000. And boom, there it is. So it's kind of annoying. I have to go in and use Paint, or I guess GIMP, and put in all these numbers because my simulator just basically gives me the numbers for it. The actual picture I had to kind of make myself, so it may not look exactly like what it does in game, but those are the numbers. That's how much loot you would get. So in the end, you'd have for this simulation, this imaginary person that just killed 164,000 Cerberus. The total loot was 11,061,334 primordials. I don't think anyone's ever actually gotten 200 mil Slayer yet. Doing this method, doing Cerberus tasks all the way to 200 mil would be pretty interesting. It would be cool if they made some PVM high scores. I wonder who has the most Cerberus KC. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the video. So thank you guys for watching. Whenever I get a pet, if I have a decent sample size, I'll probably be making more videos like this. So thank you all for watching, and see you in the next video.